In an ancient text, buried under the weight of centuries and philosophical debate, a Stoic once said, "All you need are these: certainty of judgment in the present moment, action for the common good in the present moment, and an attitude of gratitude in the present moment." This profound piece of wisdom isn't just a guide for ancient philosophers, it's a radical way to transform our modern lives. Today, as we dive deep into the heart of Stoic philosophy, we will uncover how these timeless principles can help us lead a more fulfilled and resilient life. We often find ourselves entangled in the complexities of the world, feeling every bump and bruise of fate more deeply than ever. Stoicism teaches us that, amidst the chaos, there is a serenity in accepting what we cannot change, courage to change what we can, and importantly, the wisdom to know the difference. This isn't just philosophy, it's a practical toolkit for managing life's unpredictability with grace and poise. Join me as we explore how Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about thriving in spite of it. Let's unravel these ideas together, applying ancient wisdom to our modern dilemmas, and discover how you can use Stoic practices to cultivate peace, purpose, and persistence. So, whether you're here to find solace in Stoicism or to transform your approach to life's challenges, stay tuned as we embark on this enlightening journey. If you appreciate the insights and stories we're exploring here, the simplest way you can support us is by hitting the subscribe button. And remember, each part of this video is crafted to enrich your understanding, so make sure you don't skip any of it. Let's start. Number 1. You are not nothing, you are everything. Imagine Stoicism as a guiding friend, whose voice reminds you that external circumstances, the opinions of others, and the material world don't define your worth. Instead, your worth is defined by your ability to respond with virtue, reason, and resilience to whatever life throws your way. Stoicism anchors us in the belief that each person harbors an immeasurable value, an essence that is not subject to depreciation by external forces. It teaches us that you are not a mere player in the drama of life, swayed by its ups and downs, but rather a director who can shape your responses and actions in accordance with your intrinsic values. By delving into Stoicism, we learn to strip away the unnecessary, to focus on what truly matters, our own perceptions, decisions, and behaviors. This focus is essential not just for believing, but for knowing, deep down, that you are not nothing. You are everything. Each thought you choose to entertain, each decision you make, and each reaction you express is a testament to the power and autonomy you wield over your life's narrative. So, as we step further into this discussion, remember, you are the architect of your worth, crafting it not from the fleeting judgments of the world, but from the timeless virtues of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Number 2. Catch and change. Negative thoughts. In the Stoic framework, wisdom is not merely about accumulating knowledge, it's fundamentally about applying discernment, particularly in recognizing the distinction between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. This discernment is crucial when it comes to understanding and affirming our self-worth. Every day, we encounter a barrage of opinions and comments. Some are meant to help us grow, while others might serve to pull us down. Stoicism teaches us to filter through these with a clear mind and to anchor ourselves in the practice of discerning constructive feedback from baseless negativity. When you start your day, why not begin with a moment of reflection? Affirm your worth actively. Tell yourself, "I am capable, I am worthy." Such affirmations are not just feel-good statements. They are powerful reminders that help fortify your mental fortress against the assaults of undue criticism. They serve as the building blocks of a resilient mindset, one that's deeply rooted in Stoic mindfulness. This mindfulness is about maintaining a conscious awareness of your thoughts and choosing deliberately which thoughts to accept and which to let pass by. Just as a citadel protects a city from external threats, your mental fortress, strengthened by Stoic wisdom, protects your sense of self-worth from being undermined by the external world. Imagine each negative thought or unwarranted criticism as an arrow aimed at this fortress. Stoicism doesn't merely teach us to repair the walls after the fact. It shows us how to reinforce these walls through continuous practice and preparation, making them impervious to the arrows of negativity. It's about embracing the Stoic discipline of assent, choosing to accept only those impressions that are true and dismissing those that are false. This practice isn't just about defense. It's an active, daily engagement with your inner self, ensuring that your thoughts align with your true worth. So, as you move through your day, remember that each moment presents an opportunity to practice this Stoic wisdom. Catch those negative thoughts as they arise, challenge them, change them. Over time, this practice will not just be about building defenses, but about transforming the way you think and interact with the world. By steadfastly guarding and nurturing your inner citadel with Stoicism, you ensure that your sense of self-worth is not just preserved, but is vibrantly alive and unshakable, no matter what lies outside the walls. Number 3. Assertiveness in speech and action. Stoic courage, a fundamental virtue in the philosophy of Stoicism, extends far beyond the mere confrontation of physical dangers. It's about embodying bravery in the moral sphere as well. This form of courage is about having the strength to stand up for your values, to speak your truth, even when the stakes are personal and the audience is resistant. It's about asserting your boundaries clearly and firmly with others, which is a vital practice in both preserving your dignity and maintaining mental tranquility. When we talk about setting boundaries, it's not just about warding off what we don't want. It's also about clearly communicating our limits and expectations to others in a way that's assertive yet respectful. This might look like saying no to requests that overextend your resources, or directly addressing behavior from others that feels disrespectful or harmful. Doing this effectively requires a calm, composed demeanor, one that is rooted deeply in Stoic principles. It's about knowing that your peace of mind is paramount, and that your space and energy deserve protection. In practicing this Stoic courage, you demonstrate a profound respect for yourself that signals to others that your self-respect is non-negotiable. This isn't about being confrontational, but about being so anchored in your integrity that others see and respect your boundaries. Stoicism teaches us that our actions should reflect our internal moral state. Therefore, when you assert your boundaries, you are actively aligning yourself with the Stoic ideal of living a virtuous, intentional life. Moreover, each time you stand up for yourself, you are reinforcing your values and solidifying your character. This consistent practice not only builds self-confidence, but also cultivates a life of harmony and respect. Stoic courage in this context isn't just an act of defiance, it's an affirmation of your worth. Each act of assertiveness reaffirms your commitment to yourself and serves as a practice in maintaining the Stoic tranquility that comes from living a life aligned with one's deepest convictions. So remember, each time you assert a boundary, you are not just protecting your space. You are honoring your virtues and cultivating a life where respect and integrity reign supreme. Number 4. Self-care and treating oneself with kindness. In the Stoic philosophy, the virtues of moderation and self-discipline are not reserved merely for the intellectual or ethical realms. They profoundly influence how we should treat our own bodies and minds. Stoicism teaches us that self-care is far more than a luxury. It is a necessary reflection of self-respect and a fundamental expression of how we value ourselves. It's about nurturing ourselves in a way that maintains a harmony between the body and the mind, which is essential for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Implementing a balanced routine is central to this practice. Healthy eating isn't just about dieting or restriction, it's about nourishing your body in a way that supports its functions and enhances your overall well-being. Similarly, regular exercise isn't merely a tool for physical fitness, but a way to honor the body's need for movement and its capacity for strength and endurance. And when it comes to rest, adequate sleep and relaxation aren't just recuperative indulgences. They're critical for mental clarity, emotional resilience, and physical health. These practices should not be viewed as indulgences, but rather as fundamental acts of kindness towards oneself. They are practical applications of the Stoic principle that virtue lies in moderation and self-discipline. By caring for the body and mind with the same conscientiousness with which we approach our moral and philosophical lives, we live out the Stoic belief in maintaining a sound mind in a sound body, mens sana in corpore sano. Furthermore, this self-care reinforces the Stoic approach to life's challenges. A well-cared-for body and a nurtured mind provide the stability and strength needed to face adversity with calm and reason. They allow us to meet the world with a poised and centered spirit, ready to apply Stoic wisdom to whatever circumstances we might encounter. In practicing these routines, we affirm to ourselves that we are worthy of care and respect from both ourselves and others. So, let each meal, each moment of exercise, and each night of good sleep be a reaffirmation of your commitment to the Stoic way of life. Treat these acts of self-care not as chores to be ticked off a list, but as rituals of respect towards the very vessel that carries you through life. By nurturing yourself in these ways, you're not only honoring your body and mind, but also cultivating a life that's robust enough to remain steadfast and virtuous regardless of external circumstances. Number 5. Practice gratitude and focus on positive aspects. Stoic mindfulness, a key practice of Stoic philosophy, invites us to dwell deeply in the present moment, nurturing a profound appreciation for the manifold blessings that life bestows upon us, both big and small. It's about cultivating a spirit of gratitude, which in Stoicism is not just a passive feeling, but an active daily practice that reaffirms our focus on what truly enriches our lives. Each day offers a fresh opportunity to pause and reflect on the aspects of life we're thankful for, be it our personal strengths, the support and love of friends and family, or even those fleeting moments of joy that brighten our days. This practice of gratitude does more than merely make us feel good. It serves as a foundational stone for building a life based on internal values rather than external validations. When you make it a habit to count your blessings, you're actively shifting your focus away from seeking approval or recognition from others and turning it towards appreciating what you already have. This shift is profoundly Stoic. It aligns with the philosophy's teaching that happiness comes from within, not from the material or social accolades that so often distract us from our inner worth. Moreover, fostering gratitude enhances your emotional resilience, acting as a bulwark against the negativity and disrespect that might otherwise unsettle your peace of mind. When you're grateful, your mindset changes. You become more positive, which in turn makes you less susceptible to negative criticisms and more resistant to feeling slighted or undervalued by others. It's like fortifying your soul with a steady diet of positive thoughts, which strengthens your capacity to face life's challenges with a calm and composed demeanor. Incorporating Stoic mindfulness into your routine by taking time each day to acknowledge and appreciate the good in your life not only enhances your mental and emotional well-being, but also aligns with the Stoic pursuit of virtue. By valuing what truly matters, character, love, kindness, and personal growth, you embody the Stoic ideal that true contentment is found not in having more, but in being grateful for what we have. So let this practice of gratitude be a daily ritual, a moment of reflection that reminds you of your fortunes and fosters a resilient, joyous, and deeply contented spirit. Number 6. Empowerment through knowledge and affirmation. As we draw our discussion to a close, it's essential to reflect on the empowering journey of living a Stoic life, a life that is deeply anchored in recognizing and affirming one's self-worth through the continual practice of Stoic virtues. Remember, Stoicism isn't just a philosophical view, it's a practical guide that teaches us how to live well. It's about making a conscious choice every day to honor your worth and to uphold the values you believe in, especially when faced with challenges or adversity. The steps we've explored together are not one-time actions. They are habits to be cultivated, principles to live by, which require persistent practice and dedication. By consistently aligning your actions with Stoic virtues such as temperance, courage, justice, and wisdom, you strengthen not just your moral character, but also your belief in your inherent value. This alignment is what empowers you to stand firmly against the currents of external validation and societal pressures, allowing you to live authentically according to your own standards and expectations. Moreover, this Stoic practice of self-affirmation and adherence to virtue significantly transforms how you interact with the world around you. It changes your perspective from seeking external approval to enhancing internal growth and satisfaction. This shift is transformative, for it ensures that you never settle for less than you deserve, in relationships, in your career, and in your personal growth. It equips you to face life's vicissitudes with a resilient and composed spirit, secure in the knowledge that your worth is defined not by what you possess or achieve, but by how well you live according to your principles. So, carry forward the Stoic mindset that your life's worth is measured by your virtue and your commitment to living truthfully according to that virtue. Keep practicing these steps, refining them, and integrating them into your daily life. Over time, these practices will not only reinforce your sense of self-worth, but also empower you to engage with the world in a more meaningful and fulfilled manner. This is the essence of a Stoic life, a life that is rich with self-respect, deep purpose, and profound tranquility. Let this be your guide, your philosophy, as you continue on your path, never settling, always striving for a life that truly reflects your highest values and aspirations. In the journey of life, armed with Stoic wisdom, each step you take enriches your spirit and strengthens your resolve. Remember, the true mark of empowerment is living in harmony with your deepest values, unswayed by the tumult around you. Thank you for joining us today on Stoic Journal. If this conversation has sparked a new insight, I encourage you to watch one of the suggested videos appearing on your screen to continue exploring the profound depths of Stoicism. And thank you for being a part of this community, where together we seek not just to learn about Stoicism, but to live it every day.